Alright, so it is 11:15 and I am now up for the day. That seems a bit late, but I do work from home. I'm usually up until 4 or 5, so it's not as crazy as it seems. And now it's time to kick off the day with a little bit of breakfast. So let's take a look at what I'm having. So first I have this chia seed pudding that is just chia seeds, coconut milk, cinnamon, a little bit of maple syrup, and vanilla. And I put this in the fridge last night, and time to see how it turned out. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of hemp seed. A couple of whole almonds. You might notice I don't really eat much for breakfast. I'm still just trying to really get into the habit of forcing myself to eat right when I wake up. For overall health, we're going to add some granola. If I had more fresh fruit, I would be adding a lot of fresh fruit. Unfortunately, I don't. But I do have some frozen mango chunks. So we'll add some of that. And yeah, I know it's not pretty, but that is what I'm going to eat for breakfast. It's, you know, it's just something to get the day going. This does not look as beautiful as all the stuff I watch on YouTube. I did find some kiwi, so I did add some kiwi to this, and yeah, moment of truth. This is, oh my gosh, if I vlog like this all day, I'm gonna have like hours of footage to go through. I'm gonna have to learn to be more concise. I looked really unsure of that. This was my first time making this, and I really went to town on cinnamon. Yeah, I could probably do less cinnamon next time, but that's good to know. So yeah, I am going to eat this now and not force you guys to sit through that because I'm a slow eater. I'll catch back up with you after. So, you ready for the world's most boring grocery shopping haul? We will begin. So I just want to start this off by saying, as you will see when I prep tonight's dinner in the crock pot, I have lots of vegetables in my refrigerator already. That is why vegetables are not a part of the shopping trip. It was just kind of catching up on liquids and protein bars, which you'll see. So first I've got LaCroix La Cola. I do not drink soda. This is the closest I get. This is basically soda flavored carbonated water. No sugar, no calories, no artificial sweeteners, nothing. It's literally just flavor and carbonated water, and that is a cat. Then water. And then, let's see. We have, this is a coffee concentrate I use. You'll actually get to see me use this later today. This is a supplement that I take. I have sparkling mineral water, applesauce, a different kind of energy drinks. This is the type of energy drinks that we drink in this house. Nothing like Monster or Red Bull. Usually just caffeinated water or like yerba mate, anything like natural tea energy. And then I have some applesauce, and then crackers. Again, I said this would be boring and I meant it. Some pears, some bananas, some zucchini, which is going in tonight's dinner. And we got some cheese and some turkey sticks And then these are meal replacement bars. Well, I use them as meal replacement bars. Perfect bars are great. They're a refrigerated nutrition bar. They have high amounts of protein, which is why I like them. So they work as a meal replacement. And yeah, I just really love this brand so much. It's the perfect thing if you just need a snack to tie you over until later, if you have to like run out of your house and you just need to throw something in your purse or your bag. These are where it's at. And that's all I got today. Because my fridge is full of stuff, I just needed the caffeine, the water, these, and everything else. Well, and the zucchini. The zucchini is what prompted this trip. So, yeah. Now I'm going to make all of this go where it needs to go. Alright, so I started prepping the food for tonight's dinner. And the first thing I will need, or you will need if you choose to do this recipe yourself, is the crock pot. I cut up my zucchini. I was pretty bummed out. The green zucchini was half rotten, and the whole reason why I had to buy another 2 zucchini was because the last 2 were rotten, so I'm not doing so well as far as zucchinis go this week. But I got these all cut up. I have baby spinach, and I also have mushrooms. This is going to be a veggie lasagna, no meat. Time to make the sauce. So first I start with a big jar of crushed tomatoes. I think normally for a smaller crock pot recipe they recommend 16 ounces of crushed tomatoes and 16 ounces of tomato sauce. I love tomato. I love tomato sauce. You can't go wrong. I like chunky tomatoes. I know a lot of people don't. So we put a lot of crushed tomatoes in my sauce. And the tomato sauce. So yeah, there's a lot of sauce in here. A lot. This will serve 2 people for 3 days though. Sometimes it only lasts 2 days because my partner is a big man. He's not fat, he's just really muscular. And he eats a lot, so I just kind of stir that up. Nothing particularly fancy. Alright. So now that we got that in, I prefer to use minced normal garlic, but I was dumb and I forgot to ask for that. So we're going to be going for garlic powder. I go to town on that. There's no such thing, in my opinion, as too much garlic. And onion powder. I also think there's no such thing as too much onion. I like flavor a lot. Alright, and then I also need, if I can find it, I did not prep this well, guys. I'm not sure if this will be edited out or what. Oh my gosh. Alright, pause and come back. So I found what I needed. I wish I would have looked at this before because I would have gotten more. I've only got 3 triangles of basil left, which will have to suffice. And then I also need oregano. And if you're me, just realistically, just get that oregano in there. And give that stuff a stir. I am also considering adding Parmesan to the sauce. make it a nice cheesy sauce, but we'll see. So you get the point. I'm going to mix this up and get it seasoned to my perfection and then check back in. Alright, now this is ricotta, Parmesan, and salt, and it's 2 cups of ricotta. I know some people chop their spinach and add it to the ricotta. I know that's really popular in lasagna recipes. I just don't find that necessary for the spinach or the ricotta. I'm not sure if people do that as a way to like get themselves to eat the spinach by putting it in the cheese. Because the cheese certainly doesn't need the edge of the spinach. You know what I'm saying? I love how I cleaned my stove last night and it is a mess. I had to clean the stovetop every day because usually I'm cooking on it. Today I'm preparing on it. I have a severe lack of space in my kitchen. Alright, so we got our sauce and we've got our cheese and we have got our noodles, so it's time to assemble this. Alright, I have my camera propped up in such a way that I just hope this is not a mistake. So, the way I start this lasagna is by getting some sauce in the bottom. Some people think that they need to like grease their crock pot. I mean, if you feel like that's necessary so that things don't stick, that's on you. But I have never like experienced the need to do that. I don't know, it doesn't stick. Some of it sticks, but I just use my elbow grease. Alright, when you got a base layer, you want to get your lasagna noodles. And just layer them on the bottom. There's no right or wrong way. Some people probably layer these way prettier than I'm capable of doing, but you know, it's me. And I just get some noodles down there, you know? Get some noodles down there. It will all cook in the end. You just get yourself some noodles. Okay, so got some noodles down there. I might even add one more. Typically it takes 3 to cover it, but it doesn't come out pretty because it's a circular crock pot. So as long as all the ingredients cook and you scoop that stuff out and enjoy it, like, it's not a problem. Alright, and we will go ahead and add the sauce. I told you it would be messy already. Alright. First layer. I think I want to do the zucchini. Hold on, I have to grab something. Jump cut. Sorry, I had to sneeze, which then meant I had to wash my hands. So, first we will start with this zucchini. I feel like I'm the world's most boring YouTuber, and this isn't my first video, like, in life, but this will be the first video on this channel. You know, I work, as we get through this day, you'll see, I work with video editing, and so for me, making these YouTube videos aren't like, oh my gosh, look, I thought I kicked this and made it look bad, but that's almost a better frame. So I guess we'll keep on with it. But anyway, so for me, making these YouTube videos, are not, it's not going to be about like, oh look, I can find the most unique fucking, oh, can I swear? I'm never going to be monetized. Unique, like, jazz remake, you know, that type of music. I can't think of what the genre is called that people use. It's like that Casey Neistat, Julian style of music where it's like, oh look, it's like, you know, a cityscape going by, and like check out this like remake of this jazz tune from the 30s, but it's like super hip because we added beats. Like, that will never be my videos. No, I might be wrong. Maybe I will do that one day. But for me, it's just, okay, since I am going to film myself doing all of this, I should just explain why I decided I wanted to start vlogging. So, okay, how do I explain why I wanted to start vlogging without sounding like an asshole? So basically, I want to put my mushrooms down next. I watch a lot of YouTubers, and I watch YouTubers I don't like, ones I do like, because I feel like getting information from the source is better than hearing it. I do the same thing with politics and different news stations. You should watch a variety because it's better to see it from the source, what is said or what happens, than, you know, hearing it reported from hearsay later. So I like to watch a wide variety of people so I know what's going on, what they said specifically, etc. And one of those people, we're moving on to the spinach, one of those people is Amberlynn Reid. And some of these are turning. I forgot how, okay, I do know how I started watching her. I feel like this is going to be really long. This is going to be a really long video as I suppose, because I'm not going to be able to get the sound time. Let me try to be concise. So, I go into the bowels of YouTube often, and I had come across Amy Slayton a while ago, and the phenomenon that is Amy Slayton. And she had all her comments turned off, and I was like, I need to find other people who are talking about Amy Slayton, because like this is just like crazy. It was just like crazy content at the time that she was putting out, and I was like, there has to be other people who are just like, what the heck's going on here? And I found a forum of people who talked about that, but this wasn't a very good forum. This was a forum of people who are more mean, but it was the only forum I found where people actually like talked about Amy. So she had her comments disabled. Like, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Now, I never joined this forum or talked on it, especially because I was scared of it, but I was curious to just find people who also listened to Amy. And through that, I had, sorry, this is probably so boring looking at this, but anyway, so I looked through like, okay, there are other people who are like Amy that they talk about on here. Like, who are these other, like, crazy YouTubers that they like to follow? And one of the people was Amberlynn. And I was like, okay, what's the deal? Are they just being mean to her because she's super overweight? And that's what it appeared to be at first. But then, this was around the time, I'd say I started following her maybe 6 months ago. And I looked at a lot of things in the past. They had said that she was inconsistent about things that were lies, where she doubled back on her words, the fact that like she doesn't really seem to ever actually want to lose weight. And then more recently, what I got really frustrated with was when she moved, if you follow this drama at all. If you don't, you're just like, okay, shut up please. But when she moved, and she fucking threw away her cats to move, and I have 3 cats, you'll see them in vlogs one day. And it just really, like, how do you do that? How do you say that you love your animals, you're an animal lover? I see that happen locally all the time, where people are like, oh, I'm moving, it breaks my heart, but I have to get rid of my animal. No, you get an animal, then you fucking make sure you don't move somewhere where you can't have them. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's bizarre to me. Some people just look at animals as material possessions. And so that was like one thing that like really irritated me about her. And then I've been following lately just the drama with people being like, you know, like, you say vlogging is your job, and you say YouTube is your job, but you're never, let me put the spinach away, you're never, like, doing it. You know, like, she'll talk about, oh, I'm gonna put up videos every day, or this or that, and just wouldn't do it. And she'll say, like, in you nows, they'll be like, you know, like, what's been going on? How come you haven't been putting out newer content? And she'll be like, I've just been busy, like, I mean to vlog more. And it's like, please. It is work. It is work. As someone who does video editing for a living, there is work. It is time consuming. But if it's your motherfucking job, then you do it. Like, that's your priority. And how the fuck are you so busy if this is your job? Like, what else do you have going on for so many hours of the day that you can't do your job? So, I got inspired to start putting some vlogs together. It probably won't be daily, but we'll see. But I got inspired by her to basically prove that it's all about willpower, and you just have to fucking do it, especially if it's your job. YouTube is not my fucking job, and I guess, like, this sounds petty, but part of the reason why I decided to start doing, sorry, I hit you guys there. Part of the reason why I was like, I'm gonna start putting some vlogs together is just to prove that, like, YouTube's not my job, and I'll be able to pull off better vlogs than her. Again, I realize that this is incredibly petty, but at least I can admit it, and it is what it is. It just frustrates me to see someone who has the privilege of earning a living from YouTube and then not really, like understand the scope of that and take it seriously. Like, to have tens of thousands of subscribers, like, that's a blessing. There are so many people who would want to have that many subscribers and an audience to share, you know, real talent with. Like, hey, look at my music or this art I do. And to have that many people and waste it on, like, dollar store Walmart hauls and act like that is a fucking, like, oh my god, like, I had to do all this. I tried to vlog, but my day at Walmart was so hard. And I really hope this isn't seen as bullying. It's just like a factual observation about someone who put themselves in the public eye. She is a public figure, and, like, I just feel like, you know, people have been calling her out on her bullshit, but I will take it to the next level. And I'll just be like, look, fucking, I can do this, you know? I can vlog. I don't have an interesting life. But, you know, in comparison, I don't think my vlogs will be much boring than hers are. I should have saved a little more sauce for the top, and I did not, and now I am reaping the consequences of that. This will still be good. Honestly, anything in a crock pot, I know I'm using my finger, but this will cook for 6 hours, so that will cook off any germs, but my hands are clean anyway, and I'm the one who's fucking eating it. You feel me? I just really want to make sure, it's really important to get some sauce on these noodles when they first start cooking, or they will get hard right away. There. Again, I know it doesn't look pretty. It's not something that, like, you're just like, wow, like, goddamn, that meal you just made. But it will taste amazing later. It's something that I can prep easily at the start of my day, go about my day, forget that I have it going on, come back, do it, check on it, and it lasts 2 to 3 days. Which means all I have to do tomorrow is reheat. Now, I don't use microwaves. I've never owned a microwave as an adult. So it is a pain because I do have to reheat in the oven. I think it gives it a nice flavor when you go ahead and cook it a second time. But I have this on low, and this will sit on low for 6 hours now. And we'll check in with it throughout the day and later. Yeah. So I think I'm going to get on some workout clothes and go for a run, and then come back and finally shower. So I'm back from my run and I'm gonna eat this really boring salad. I don't know if it can be called salad, but it is lettuce, sunflower seeds, tomato, mozzarella cheese, and croutons, balsamic vinegar, and olive oil. I'm going to get this in me and then finally shower, and then the work day begins. For now, just going to go edit and listen to podcasts and be a really exciting human who sits in a chair and edits videos. But first we coffee. So, this is what I said you'd see later. That's why I had to get a new one. I always start with my almond milk. Just a little bit. And by a little bit, I guess it seems more like a lot. I actually enjoy and prefer coffee black for taste. But on days where, I don't know, it's more of a casual thing. So I only drink caffeine about 3 times a week. And it's on days I feel I need it, which today is one of those because I only slept, I think, 4.5 to 5 hours last night. But I don't know. It's hard to explain. Some days, like, I just want black coffee, and some days I'm like, alright, like, let's just get weird and add some almond milk. That's as crazy as I get. So that's coffee concentrate, which is why I'm adding the water. And yeah, nothing fancy, just a good old glass of caffeine to keep me going. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy this, get to work, and I'll see you guys probably around dinner later. Okay, so it has been 6 hours, and this is done cooking, and it does not look pretty, but soon I will eat some, and I bet it will taste awesome. Alright, here it is. I haven't tried it yet. I'm not going to film that, but I did want you to be able to see it cut. Alright, so the lasagna was awesome, just like I thought it was. Now I'm going to work on promotional work, more editing, and spend a few hours hanging out with my boyfriend, and pick back up when I film later. It gets pretty boring for the rest of the night, because I can't really show you what I do, but... So this loud floored room is basically my office and where I do a lot of my filming, and I'm all set up to film, but this vlog is already so long, I'll watch some of the footage back that I don't even want to try to include details about, I guess I can show you the rest of the room while I talk, details about, got some wrestlers over there, details about what I do and how I do it, etc., because I feel like this is a really long vlog, so I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up, but I'll pan it back over to me. Hold on. So, like I said, I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up. It is 12:35. I'll be up until 4 or 5 working on filming new content that I will edit tomorrow, as well as possibly at least editing this video together. Not sure if I'm going to put it out. This is such a long vlog. I don't know if I'm going to cut this part, but I just wanted to thank anyone who watches this. I'm rusty at the whole care about my mundane life thing, but I'd really like to get back into it, just to show that it just takes effort, I suppose. Things will be better. I'll go to exciting events in the future and be a little more in detail than I was today. I feel like it was a lot of my face and food, but if you watched this, you're cool. I'm going to put some links down in the description of places to find me and whatnot, and just hope you have a rad day or night whenever you see this, and we'll see each other again.